Hello everyone, welcome back to Let's Play WazHack, and Abran the Strong, our level 7 barbarian, who last time round was doing okay. It was a little bit strange. One of the strangest things was this. Millions of potions, and more beyond this that we've also identified. Not a single healing potion. Not one, ever. We have 4 scrolls of Identify, which is good, but we paid a high price to pick up the most recent one. A lot of unidentified scrolls as well, and I'm a little afraid that one of them is going to be a scroll of fire. And just set our hair on fire or something. We're carrying around various weapons, basically just so we can sell them off when we get a chance. And we have a few wands. We've used up a frustrating number of charges of our Wand of Cold, and Wand of Teleportation, and of course the Wand of Nothing is basically useless, at least as far as I'm aware. But we do still have a few things in our favour, so hopefully not going to be too bad. One of the things we've got is this. We're actually doing pretty well on levels and combat-related talents. And of course we still have wand uses left. Not as many as I'd like, but some. So, we need to take another level 1 talent. We don't have a shield, so that would be kind of redundant. Gastronomy is a possibility. Fury might be a good one, actually, just because we have to take another level 1 talent. So, gaining +2 to hit enemies when you're below quarter hit points. As I said in the last episode, I don't plan to let ourselves get that low, but sometimes we do. We did last time. We came very close to dying in the previous episode. So, I'll take that scroll. Hope it do well in text adventures. Eat west! No, I mean go west! Alright. Oh, now I've got that song in my head. God damn it. Anyway, I'm going to try out some scrolls. And as I said, I'm a little concerned that some of them might be scrolls of fire, or one type might be a scroll of fire. I don't often find more than one scroll of fire at a time, so I'm hoping that if I just read the scrolls I have multiples of, I might be able to avoid fire scrolls. So let's start with Feek. Cursed Scroll of Light. Well, Scroll of Light is worth knowing about. Cursed Scroll of Light is annoying. So, I guess now use, hopefully, an uncursed one. Yeah, to undo that. Of course, it's not as light as it was before, but it'll have to do. We're going to have to fight the wind here. It's always annoying fighting the wind, but never mind. We dealt with it pretty quickly this time, which was a pleasant change of pace. Don't want the daggers. Let's try out another scroll, shall we? Karten Ekils. Scroll of Magic Mapping. It doesn't interest me all that much, but at least it wasn't fire. But that does leave us in the awkward position of all the other scrolls, which could be a scroll of fire, are ones we only have one of, so there's kind of no guideline for me. Could use a scroll of Identify to find out which one it is, but, you know, often scrolls of Identify only identify one item per use, so we might find ourselves in a position where we're having to use an Identify per scroll, which is just extremely unpleasant. So, let's kill the kobold zombie. Orange gem doesn't interest me that much, but at least it's not exploding in our face or anything like that. We're doing well on not having to use apples so far. So that's nice at least. Another Amulet of Strangulation, Scroll of Identify, and a long wand. I can't remember whether we're able to wear mittens. I know we can't wear most clothes because we're too large, but mittens might actually be a possibility. I'm not certain. In any case, now that we've picked up another wand, I'm going to use a Scroll of Identify. Identify the wand. Wand of Cancellation with 5 charges. 5 charges isn't great. Wand of Cancellation isn't one of my favourites, but it is good for some things, including uncursing an item that you want to use. Like, once it's on you, I don't think there's anything you can do about it. I mean, I could be wrong. Maybe you can shoot the wand at yourself and that might do it. I'm not certain. But I know if you throw the item on the floor and then shoot it with the Wand of Cancellation, you can uncurse it. So if you have a cursed item that you want to use, then that can be a good way to deal with it. So I'm not too troubled by that pickup. Something a bit more combat focused would have been good, but never mind. Yeah, unfortunately, we didn't get to identify anything else. I wanted to identify the mittens and see if they might be something good. And maybe some of the gems and some of the other scrolls, but we'll just have to press on, I guess. And hope for more identifications later on. I mean, we do have 4 more identify scrolls. So we could... You know what? Let's do it. Let's use one. Let's go straight for some of the other scrolls. Tidderoth. Scroll of Conflict. Ah, god damn it. See, that's what I mean. You often only get one use out of any given scroll. No, I don't want to kill the fungus. I don't care about the fungus. I want that ring. Did we take the ring? We took some fungus goo. We did take the ring as well. That's fine. Might actually have to use a Wand of Cold here, because we're struggling to land hits on this creature. We're okay. Well, we're not okay. We took a lot of damage, but we got through it. Okay, I will take the wolf meat. Close the door behind us. There we go. I think we can't use helmets, so that helmet ahead probably isn't going to be that much use. But I'll take it, you know, for selling purposes, if nothing else. And we'll have to fight the wind again here. Hopefully we can put that down. Wow, it's giving us a lot more trouble than the last wind did. The other one went down in just a couple of hits. But never mind, we did actually deal with it. Stomach feels normal, so we can immediately scoff something. Goblin innards are in a bad state. Don't want to eat smelly innards. I mean, that is not appealing by anyone's standards. So instead we'll eat the wolf meat we just picked up. And we will proceed onward. So there was another ladder. It might have been just a little isolated room with something good in it. So let's have a look. No, it's actually a bigger section of floor. Well, we'll kill this ant. Take some mushrooms and arrows. I wonder if we actually have enough mushrooms now. 7 and 11. I don't think we have quite enough to drop them for the magical effect. I think you need 20. But I'm not sure which thing the blue mushrooms summon anyway. I don't remember. It might be the fairy, which was the last thing we summoned. In which case it will follow us around using magic. Incidentally, I was very puzzled by the way the fairy erratically cast its spells the last time we had one. And as 1 or 2 people pointed out, I think 1 person pointed out, it was probably just using up all of its mana and then waiting for the mana to recharge before it did anything else. That would make perfect sense. So let's pick up some stuff. Don't really want the acid goo. I was hoping for floating eye goo, but never mind. I will drop the acid goo. But I will, in fact, eat the violet fungus goo. Okay, that made us hallucinate. That's interesting. Learning experience. Giant rat meat is okay. Please, sir, release me. We don't have a key. It's a shame we can't smack the lock open like we can with chests and locked doors, but never mind. We don't have a pet because our pet got killed in the previous episode, so the whistle isn't hugely useful, but maybe if at some point we tame something, we might find a use for that whistle. If I sound a bit hoarse or sort of sniffly or anything, it's because it's that time of year, the time of year where I just get colds constantly. Okay, got most of our health back, and then we'll scoff the giant rat meat, and let's just move on. We can't rescue that person anyway, so let's just go. I'll take the ogre innards and 5 red mushrooms. And more red mushrooms. Another 11. So up to 16 red and 18 blue. That's actually very close to both forms of exciting magical effect based on mushrooms. Not that I advocate exciting magical effects based on mushrooms, kids. I mean, yeah, that was... Addressing kids, I don't recommend magical effects based on mushrooms. I wasn't saying I don't recommend magical effects based on mushrooms kids, like the kids of mushrooms. Although I don't recommend that either. Enough gibbering, Alan. Let's move on. Oh, that's bad. That is bad. He's refreezing me, basically stun-locked me. How am I going to deal with this? Do I have something good I can throw at him? Let's try pink potion. We don't know what it is, but we know it's not a potion of healing. Because it didn't work on our dead dog. Okay. Wasn't too bad once he got over his urge to stun lock us. His head's flopping around like mad, though. Did you see that? That was just bizarre and unsettling. Okay, so where are we now? We have quite a lot of clothes. I'd like to find out whether I can wear the mittens, but of course they could be cursed. I guess if they are cursed and we can't put them on, then nothing lost. But if we can put them on and they're cursed, then potentially a lot lost. Could do with identifying the bronze ring, and we just picked up a wand, crooked wand as well. So let's use an identify first up. We still have a few. There we go. So let's start with the wand in traditional Mii fashion. Well, recent Mii fashion. Uncursed wand of make invisible with 9 charges. We didn't get to identify the ring either. Well, let's do it. Let's identify the ring. Cursed ring of polymorph. No, I didn't want that. Ugh. Frustrating. We're not finding any good stuff. We've found multiple amulets and a ring and loads of potions, and we've found no good accessories. All the accessories have been bad. None of the potions have been healing potions. It's almost becoming ridiculous here. We need another level 2 talent, so I guess I'll take level 2 mighty blows, and then we can upgrade to level 3 weapon knowledge the next time round. Picked up some Rothe meat, so that should help out with our survival situation, at least as far as starvation goes. Picked up another wand of make invisible, so that's something too. Ooh, an armourer. Don't see those very often. Or at least I don't. Okay. What do we have there? Mummy wrapping and large dog meat. I'll take the large dog meat. Close the door. Don't want to let a draft into the poor armourer's shop. Although quite wise to set up a shop in the depths of the dungeons of WazHack, I don't know. I mean, it doesn't seem like a great place to do business. Before we go over there, I will eat large dog meat. Maybe I should have eaten Rothe meat, because that didn't do all that much for me. I'll eat ogre innards. Rotten! Oh well, never mind. And he's an ogre as well. Possibly I shouldn't have eaten ogre innards in front of him. But fortunately, the dwarf is up front of house. Terror Great Slur. Let's see what we can sell him. Crested helm, iron shoes, ringmail suits. I'll keep the mittens for now, just in case I can use them. Large shield. If I get the chance to identify the large shield, I would like to, but let's get rid of it. It's just kind of burdening us. Again, I'm keeping the axe in case we need a backup weapon if something happens to our sword. Arrows can go, scimitar can go, more arrows can go. There we go, that was quite a lot of money. Let's see what he can sell us. Very little that will fit. Very, very little that will fit. Services, what can he do? Weapon appraisal, armour appraisal. Oh, adjust armour size! Well, we don't have 2,000 coins anyway, so that wouldn't have helped. But he could make armour bigger so it could fit us. So it might have actually been worth excuse me, hanging on to that bronze armour that we found early on in the previous episode. But again, we don't have 2,000 coins anyway. So it's kind of a moot point. We could appraise a weapon, but we're very close to being able to do that ourselves. So let's just leave it. Don't need any services. I'll have a quick look through his stock again. Yeah. Nothing we particularly want. I mean, I guess we could take a helmet and then maybe in a bit we could pay him to enlarge it. But I mean, a helmet would cost... I mean, unless we get a horned helm, which probably isn't worth spending $2,000 enlarging, we'd have to spend at least 154 to get a half-decent helmet, and then another 2,000, which we don't have yet, so we'd be effectively going from not much more than 1,000. Yeah, I don't think it's practical at this stage in the game. Maybe later on. Oh, that's a good point, actually. Maybe later on. Because people have begun asking, when are you going to use portal stones? Asking it in that very sort of 1980s newsreader way. When are you going to start using portal stones, Alan? And I did have a look on the wiki to see how portal stones work. I mean, I had a vague idea. You know, you open two ends of a portal, and then you go through it. But I kind of couldn't see much in the way of applications for them. You can't escape using them because you have to set them up in advance. But one of the things the wiki mentioned was you can use them to go back to a place that you visited earlier. The portals have a limited number of uses, so you could completely screw yourself. But let me try and explain this. As I understand it, we could throw down an orange portal stone here, and then go somewhere else further down in the dungeon, and when we feel like we want to use the armourer, maybe we get 2,000 gold, we want to come back and have some armour enlarged, we throw down then a blue portal stone for the other end of the portal, we pop through, we come out here at the armourer, get our armouring done, pop back through the portal, and we're heading off deeper into the dungeon again. But the gems have a limited number of charges, like a wand, and we don't know how many charges they have, because they're not identified. If we even have any portal stones, we might very well not. So you could find, if they have one charge, then you drop the stones, as I described, pop through, you come back here, get your armouring done, and then find you've used up all the charges and you can't get back to your position deeper in the dungeon. I mean, that seems kind of crappy. Unless there's some kind of failsafe against that, where the first passage doesn't use up a charge. That might be a thing, I don't know. But let's try this out. I mean, we have 5 orange gems and 3 blue gems. So let's drop one at a time, shall we? I'll drop them just off to one side in this sort of porch area here, but within vision range of the armourer, so we remember why we did this if we step through the portal. Alright, 1 drop. It's a portal stone! Yes! Yes. Okay, so now we're in a position where we can, if we want, later on in the dungeon, if we find that we have some good armour and 2,000 gold, we could drop down an orange portal stone, hop through, come back here, get our armour sorted out, and then hopefully go back through the portal and continue where we left off. See? Advanced level tactics here. I can't take credit for thinking of that, I got it from the wiki, but I can see why you guys always tell me that I should read the wiki. I can see the advantages, I just don't like doing homework. I mean, homework is, as its name suggests, work. Crap me. Okay. Tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to teleport myself away from here. There we go. What's that? Sickle. Don't want that. I will eat an apple to get rid of this poison. And I'll take the scroll of magic mapping. And I'll just descend further into the dungeon. And hopefully those spiders won't catch up. They might, because once you've been spotted, things tend to hunt you down wherever you go in this game. But if we're lucky, we might be able to stay away. Large Dalmatian. Doesn't seem like something that would menace you in a dungeon, I have to say. A Dalmatian. Wow. We're really struggling to hit this thing. We do have level 3 greatsword skill, which hopefully means our hit rate will be improved. We will eat some large dog meat. We better have a rest as well. Okay, there's a key. Skeleton key. So, oh crap, gelatinous cube. Okay, run away, run away. This way. Wow. Well, that was an abrupt end. I really didn't see that coming. I was trying to put a couple of doors between us and the gelatinous cube so that we could have a bit of a rest and get our health back. If we'd had a health potion, I'd have quaffed it there before heading through the door, but Jesus, look at that lot. I stood no chance there. That's frustrating, actually, because I felt like that run was going pretty well. Well, the mittens were cursed -1 hand warmers, so they weren't particularly useful to us anyway. We did have an orange portal stone with 5 charges, so we would probably have been okay heading back to the armourer using that. We had picked up a potion of full healing by that point, but we didn't know it. It must have been one of the last potions we picked up. And yeah, most of our scrolls were a bit balls. None of them were Scroll of Fire. Yeah. That was a weird run. Weird run. Yeah, well. Let's start over. Because generally these episodes run to about 25 to 30 minutes, so we have a few minutes to start off something new. I was enjoying the way the Barbarian was going, I have to say. That sort of very melee-focused approach was working out pretty well. So, what's the difference between these two? I actually don't think there's any difference, except the Vandal uses an axe. The Barbarian has an axe anyway. But for variety, superficial variety, let's be Eden the Staunch this time. Alright, so we have a dog again. Hopefully this one won't get killed. Or at least not as early on as the other one did. Again, I'll pretty much pick up everything, at least to start with, because we have a very hefty carrying capacity. Now, I will read the scroll immediately, because we already have a wand, so if it is an identify, then we at least get to identify the wand. Yeah. So, wand. Uncursed Wand of Teleportation with 8 charges. Good to know. That's one of the best things we could have picked up early on in the game, and one of the best ones we could have identified. And we can also identify this gem. Worthless glass. Fine. At least now we know. It feels weird being back to just killing rats and jackals after being struck down by kind of a mob of kobold zombies plus what was it, an orc or something, and a bloody gargoyle. Feels weird returning to these low-level creatures. Okay, let's take some stuff. That ruby ring will need identifying at some point, but again, wands are the priority. You pick up a cursed pair of black spectacles. I didn't even see those. We did pick up another identify, so I'm... Ooh, wow, lots of stuff. We did pick up another scroll of identify, so I might use that in a second to identify the ring. I'm undecided. I'm not sure whether the axe here is a two-handed weapon, so I'm going to try equipping the shield and see. Okay, we can equip the shield. It could be cursed, of course. No. And it's actually pretty good. It adds 2 to our AC and it's polished, which I think means it reflects certain kinds of spells. So that's actually a pretty good find for early on in the game. Right, what next? These guys. I suppose that's the advantage of the axe then over the greatsword, if it's a one-handed weapon. And for all I know, the greatsword could be a one-handed weapon for a character the size of the Barbarian and the Vandal. I should try that out at some point, really. Mittens, worthless clear glass. Don't want the spell book, but I'll take everything else. And, you know, I will use the identify to find out what the ring is. Cursed Ring of Levitation, and then the mittens. Blessed pair of +0 gauntlets of dexterity. And we get more uses as well. So, let's find out what this other scroll is. Uncursed Scroll of Magic Mapping. Wow, we're getting a lot of uses out of this. Cursed Scroll of Light. Okay, so let's put on the Gauntlets of Dexterity. Cursed Ring of Levitation is no, basically. I mean, yeah, you can't wear gauntlets. I thought you might be able to wear gloves. I had a feeling there was an exception, and I thought that might be it, but I guess not. The Ring of Levitation could actually be useful, but you know, not if it's cursed, because if you're forced to fly for an indefinite period, then you won't be able to pick up items, you won't be able to pick up food, so you can easily starve to death that way. So, what talent should we take for our first level up? Again, I like to take Dweomery so I know whether things are cursed or not, but the very combat-focused approach that we took with our Barbarian previously was working out pretty well until that misfortune that struck him down. So, I'm going to start with weapon precision. I'm going to try a similar, very, very offensive approach. Asymmetrical dagger, that's interesting. That could be something special. I'm going to take a very similar offense-focused approach this time, and hope that it works out as well as it was working for the barbarian. Kobold killed our pet while it was asleep. That's frustrating. Let's take a level of Mighty Blows. I'll grab this potion, I guess. And let's try feeding stuff to our pet to see if one of them is a healing potion. Nope. No. No. Don't tell me it's going to be another absolute zero healing potion run. Seems so. Seems so. And this is a waste of the potions because it's not identifying any of them. Wow. Again, no healing potions at all. We did pick up another Ring of Levitation. Don't know whether it's cursed or not, so I don't want to risk putting it on unless it seems like we have no other choice but to try and get out of the reach of enemies. But it could be useful if it's not cursed, because to switch the power of levitation on and off can actually be a useful tactical advantage. Just die! Good grief. Large shield could be useful, but for now I'm going to stick with our polished shield. Another level, which of course restores some of our health as well. Going to take a second level of weapon precision. And this black potion. Pretty annoyed that our pet died so early on, and that we yet again don't have any healing potions whatsoever. Very, very irritating, because that was basically what did for the barbarian. Yes, we did have a healing potion once we died, but that was one of the last things we picked up, and we hadn't identified any healing potions up to that point. So let's eat goblin innards. And press on through here. Okay, we've got a shop. That's not bad. Might have an identify scroll for us to buy. So let's sell capes, shoes, gloves, ring mail, large suit, cursed spectacles. I'll keep the gems for now. Get rid of cursed ring of levitation, the one that we definitely know is cursed. Get rid of cursed scroll of light, because that'll just make things dark. And get rid of crude dagger as well. And then see if he has anything good. Does he? He has some mystery potions. Some of them could be healing potions. No idea. No idea. I will take Scroll of Identify, and I will take one of the golden potions. And try it out. Okay, that's a potion of healing. We can get our pet back if we can find the body. So, let's take potion of healing. Otherwise, I don't think there's anything we particularly need there. Okay, so what would we identify if we used the Scroll of Identify? Bronze ring. Again, I feel like keeping Identify scrolls for use on wands is probably a good play, but we're not finding many wands. I'm going to hope to identify that new ring and the asymmetrical dagger. Start with the ring. Cursed ring of fire resistance. Ugh, we didn't get to identify the dagger. I thought that might be something special. I'm going to put the ring on because fire resistance is something that it's not too bad to be cursed with, As afflictions go, resistance to fire isn't too troubling. Oh, our pet's bloody gone as well. God damn it. Oh well, we might as well pick up his remains. That's annoying. Annoying. So the only way we're going to get another pet, or at least ally, is either to rescue one from a cell, as we sometimes do, or to tame something, which we basically never do because it's really difficult. Or at least I don't have much luck with it. Kill the rat. More potions. I'm going to try out one of these orange potions in case it's something healy. Hallucination. Well, on that psychedelic note, thanks for watching, and rejoin me the next time for more WazHack, and we'll see how the Vandal goes then. Until the next time, bye for now.